Thomas, work with Thomas. He helped us a lot in getting our journey correct and getting these systems built right. I wish I'd hired him. Hey, Lark Davis here, founder of the Wealth Mastery newsletter. I want to share something with you that's really transformed how we operated the newsletter business. But first, you got to kind of step back a minute here and really look at the problem that we faced. I started a newsletter just as a, hey, let's start a newsletter thing. And we didn't really have much going for us in terms of really any infrastructure. It's a page where you put your email address in. Before working with Thomas, our business was like a leaky bucket. We had zero automation in place. We had very limited ways to capture people. No funnels set up. Every follow-up was manual with the real killers. We really had no conversion journey whatsoever. There was no systematic way to nurture a cold contact to guide them through becoming a paying client for our premium products. Basically just winging it, and it was costing us serious money and a lot of lost opportunity. So when someone didn't convert, we had no idea where we lost them, where they went. We were basically flying blind, and it was incredibly frustrating. The transformation came, though, when we took on Thomas and worked with him to start changing course and to turn the ship around, okay? He completely mapped out our entire customer journey right from the very first touch point right through to the final sale and, well, beyond that. Now, when someone comes in, enters into our ecosystem, they are immediately plugged into a conversion journey, a journey that basically nurtures them at every stage. So we know exactly what is going to happen next with our customer, when it happens, and most importantly, why it's happening. So the automation that Thomas actually implemented has worked fantastic. We have a lot of sequences that trigger based on very specific behaviors. So if someone, for example, downloads a resource, they get one journey. If they attend a webinar, they're going to get a different path. If they don't engage, that happens, right? If they don't engage, well, there's an automatic re-engagement sequence, and so on and so forth, okay? None of this, again, existed in my business before we brought Thomas on board. So now we have complete transparency into our entire funnel. We can see exactly where people are in their journey, and most importantly, where things might actually be breaking down. Now, if our conversion rate drops, of course, the data tells us exactly, well, where people are falling off, where we're losing them. We can identify the issues quickly and fix them, which is very, very important for long-term retention of clients. So the results have really spoke for themselves. We're converting significantly more leads into clients because we're not having all these people just fall through the cracks anymore. The cracks were pretty big before, okay? But beyond the increased revenue, we've also gotten a lot of our time back. The amount of hours I used to spend every week just, it was crazy. Who did I need to follow up with? What do I need to do? Yeah, it was a mess. My team was constantly just juggling all the different manual tasks instead of actually focusing on, well, where the real high value activities are. Now all that happens automatically, which is fantastic. The system handles follow-ups. The system handles the nurturing of the clients. The system handles the scheduling. Everything just runs like clockwork. So this is a real system that was built, and we're talking about systems that would be literally impossible to manage manually. And yet I was trying. Anyway, so the investment we made has paid for itself many times over. So don't make the mistake that I made starting off trying to scale my newsletter business without actual proper automation put in place and the conversion journeys that accompany that. Okay.